New videos every day. Psychetruth. Life, wisdom.
This is Dena Maddie with Today I Will Be Fit, and I've designed a series of workouts inspired by CrossFit and high intensity interval training that are gonna burn fat and help you lose weight. So these are really workouts that have a beginner in mind all the way to the advanced. So let's just get started and let's warm up. So we're gonna start, you can either start standing or on your knees, whatever's more comfortable for you. And we're just gonna start warming up the upper body. So take your right arm and bring it over your left and then bring it under your left. Really simple. Give yourself a nice hug, warm up those muscles so that way we can start working them. And we don't wanna work on cold muscles. So bring your arms up overhead. Make sure to put that head through the window and then come back down. I don't want your arms in front because you need to bring your chest open and open up those pecs and get them working. We sit in front of computers and drive all the time in this society, so you want to make sure to not encourage that type of movement. So we're going to stand up and start working the lower body. So do squat, and then go ahead and bring your left knee up, and then squat, and take your right knee, push those hips through, and squat one more time. And these are good, opening up the hips. And if you are like me and you sit at a desk all day long, then your hips are probably gonna be pretty tight, and this is probably gonna feel really good. So give me one more of these on each side. Make sure to stay breathing. And then we're gonna start with a few jumping jacks. We're just gonna make it easy because this is our beginner modification and this is just the warm up. And then I want you to give me just 5 regular jumping jacks. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, one more of the arms. You should feel nice and warm right now. If you're not warm, then I want you to keep doing the same exercises until you get warm. For beginners who might just be a bit new to working out, it actually might take you a little bit longer to get warmed up. As you get more advanced and as you exercise more often, then your body acclimates and starts anticipating when you're gonna work out. So it takes you less time to work out. And then one more round of squats. So squat down, keeping your knees out, and bring your left knee up. Squat down and grab your left knee. It's okay if your balance is a little wavery. Mine's not perfect either. You can always do this against a wall and just hold onto a wall and grab that hip and go down and do the same thing with the other hip or a chair. Either way works. So one more on each side. And then we'll get straight into our fun CrossFit inspired workout. All right, so we're about to get into our workout right here. And you know, I was debating with Karina, my videographer, about my lovely little socks. She hates them, says I should get rid of them. I think they're cute. I don't know, what do you think? Because we're ultimately doing this video for you, right? So socks or no socks? Well, we'll get into the workout. I'll let you think about that because it's the most important question of today, obviously. So we're gonna start the workout down on the ground and we're gonna do everything for just 30 seconds. So when everything starts to suck and you really wanna quit, just realize it's only 30 seconds. You can do anything for 30 seconds. So we're gonna start with planks and I'm gonna show you the easiest modification and we're gonna do the easiest modification for the first round and we'll work our way up. So our advanced people, don't worry, I got something for you too. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my timer at 30 seconds and the beginner modification will be on your knees and on your elbows. So you wanna make sure that your shoulders are above your elbows and that you're not hiking and no valleys. So no peaks and no valleys. I want your glutes engaged to kind of squeeze your butt just a little bit. And you wanna make sure you actually even feel it in your quads. You feel your quads strong, you feel your core strong, you even kind of feel it in your back. Kind of relax your shoulders back and down a little bit. And it's just 30 seconds worth of planks. So it's, there you go, it's over before you even know it. So I have always, okay, this is a tricep dip. So the easiest modification is to bring your legs in and just dip. You can bring your butt as close to the ground as possible. And this is going to be the beginner modification. If this is even difficult for you, you can always do them seated, but try to start with your legs up in the bed position. So our next move, 30 seconds goes by really quickly. Lunges, here we go. So at the back of your mat, take your right foot forward and your left foot forward. So the beginner modification, it's just to decrease your range of motion. Make sure that your knee is not going past your toe. We don't want that, we want that, okay? So just don't go as far down. That's gonna be your beginner modification, but I want you to take a step far enough forward where you're not going like that, okay? So 30 seconds. And into our cardio portion, mountain climbers. So into plank for beginners, I want you to take it down on your elbows and then bring your knee in and just step in. So step your foot, right foot and left foot halfway up. I want these in between your hands. Keep that neck nice and long. And this is our beginner modification. You can always take it down to your knees, but the cool thing is I've built in 30 seconds of rest. I know you love me now. So speaking of love, I just bought a brand new car. I love it. So it's probably not the fanciest car, but to me it's a Maserati. I love it, which is kind of how I treat my body, like a fancy sports car that I put the best fuel in. That's what I consider like my life is like. So maybe we're gonna go back to planks. Maybe you have a nicer car. I don't know. I mean, what's your favorite kind of car? I love mine because it's standard. Automatic transmissions make me feel lazy. So I like having my stick and I get to drive around and I feel like I get a built-in workout every time I'm in traffic. It's quite nice. So this is still our beginner modification of planks, making sure your glutes are tight. That's 30 seconds of plank. It almost seems not long enough. And then dips. So keep your feet closer in to make it more easy. And then more advanced, we'll take that in a different section. So the next time we'll get a little bit more advanced with our poses. And tell me, what do you think about the socks? I mean, when CrossFit girls, they wear these socks all the time. It helps preventing up your shins from getting scratches from any of those rope climbs, for any of the cleans or snatches that girls do. It's really good for the barbell so it doesn't scratch up your shins. Karina just doesn't think they look cute. Back into lunges, 30 seconds. We're gonna try to add some range a little bit more. So if you can, bring your knee almost to the ground, but make it a really slow descent. There you go. Nice and slow. So people ask me all the time about nutrition. What are your fitness questions? What do you want to know about? People have been asking lately about what to eat, how much protein, this and that. And here we go into mountain climbers with the modified version on your elbows, and then taking your foot and just reaching up. My fitness questions about 6 months ago mainly with to do with nutrition and what to eat and when to eat and how much to eat. That's always been, you know, something I've had to deal with. Everybody else has different. Some people always come up. Now we have our rest. And then we're about to get into some more advanced modifications. Some people want to know how to lose that extra 5 pounds. Some people want to know how to feel better. Some people want their backs and knees not to hurt. And some people just want to feel good. Some people want to know what to eat. It all just depends. So let me know what your fitness and nutrition goals are. And we can make videos and blogs based upon those. Here we go for some more plank variations. So I want now on your elbows, but take the knees up off the ground. Notice that I'm not piking. This is easier. We don't want you doing this. And this right here will hurt your lower back. We don't want that either. We want your lower back and your pelvis tucked underneath. This is your pelvis out. This is your pelvis underneath. And this is your brain. This is your brain the way we want it to be. Or booty, whatever. So next is tricep dips. To make it more challenging, we're gonna take out the feet just a little bit. So try to keep your core up and don't do these mountain climbers. Actually stay at a diagonal. I'm on tricep dips just for 30 seconds. We want those nice, svelte, sleek arms, don't we? And then some lunges. Try to increase that range of motion if you can. And if you have padding underneath, and if you're controlled and your knees don't hurt, try to touch that knee softly to the mat. Make sure it's slow and controlled. Do not slam your knee against the ground. And still be watching to make sure your knee is not going past your toe. And then mountain climbers. We're going to take it on the elbows, but start actually jogging and not touching the toe to the ground this time. Still try not to do that. Try to keep your back flat and your shoulders over your elbows. And this is our 30 seconds of cardio. This is the intensity part of the high intensity interval training. And that's what CrossFit's really good for. That's what high intensity interval training is really good for, is to keep your heart rate in that fat burning zone. So you do things like planks that work on strength and core, and then you do things like burpees or sprints or mountain climbers that'll jack your heart rate up, and you never quite get to go back down to the rest stage, even though we're resting. Okay, back to planks. So on our elbows again this time, but making sure to keep our knees up off the ground. And don't worry, if you have your knees on the ground, that's totally okay. That's no big deal. It's wherever you're at. If you feel more advanced, then after you watch my advanced poses, you can do that for the whole video. If you're still a beginner and you're working through some of these exercises, then definitely start where you're at and don't have any shame. So I still do push-ups on my knees sometimes. Hey, don't be ashamed. So tricep dips, we're gonna bring them out. And this is also something good to do if you're out. Sometimes I'm out running on the trail and I kind of wanna, maybe I'm a little tired and don't wanna run anymore, but maybe I kind of wanna get a little upper body. So I'll stop on a bench and do some tricep dips and maybe do some incline push-ups. It's a really good way to get in some upper body to a normal, just cardio workout. So try to touch the knee to the ground softly. So you notice how I'm slow tap, slow descent tap. I'm not slamming the knee to the ground. That's gonna cause problems. Slow tap. And that way you're getting the full range of motion without damaging your knees. Now mountain climbers on our elbows again, but the full mountain climbers. So knees not touching the ground. Keep your butt low. Make sure to breathe. Cardio is all about breathing, maintaining a good level of intensity. You're not sprinting, but you are supposed to be working. That's 30 seconds. So we're gonna get into the next couple rounds are gonna be the most advanced variations. So you can stay where you're at, no big deal. If you wanna do the beginner, stay on your knees until you get the strength to actually do the move correctly. I'd rather you do the beginner version with proper form than do the advanced version with your form looking awful and potentially injuring your body. So planks. We're gonna do the advanced version. And don't worry, all you advanced people who think a plank is not advanced enough for you. The next round, we're gonna add something fun. So don't get cocky. If you think this is where we're at, there's still room to go higher. So don't worry. I still have challenges for you. And all of my beginners, don't worry. Stay on your elbows and knees. Just make sure your core is engaged and your glutes are tight. Tricep dips. For the more advanced, I know you've been waiting for this the whole time. So take your leg out, and this is going to be your tricep dip. Just hold your leg high above the ground and keep dipping. About halfway through, switch. You should feel this. You better give me a thumbs up or favorite or share your video, because I know I'm sweating. So if you're sweating, show me some love. And here we go to lunges. You guys ready for some jumping lunges? Well, my advanced variation, here we go. Jumping lunges for 30 seconds. Come on. You only got 10 seconds left. Watch your form. 3, 2, and there we go. Now, mountain climbers, keep your arms all the way extended, and 30 seconds right here. Come on, you've got rest after this. You got it. We are over halfway done on mountain climbers. You guys are good to go. Come on. Give me 5 seconds. You got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm sweating. So I'm really glad I ate some good fuel this morning. I had some oats and some eggs and some chia. It was delicious, sweetened with stevia. So I feel I have the energy to actually do this workout today. All right, guys. Planks, here we go. We're gonna add a variation to all you advanced people. We're gonna do plank walk-ups. I like starting with the opposite hand. So if I put my right, left, then I'll start with my left the next time. And this is just for 30 seconds. And this is good working the shoulders and the arms and biceps and chest, as well as the core. So tricep dips. Here we go. So make sure that you fuel your body properly. It's like your favorite sports car. You would not put diesel or unleaded in that Maserati, would you? Nope. Well, because what would happen? I don't know, something bad would really happen. So you don't want that. It's the same thing with feeding your body fast food every day. Your body's not going to react very well. The same thing as putting that diesel in that Lamborghini. You're like, who would ever do that? That's dumb. Exactly. So with eating crap every day. So I'm really glad I have these socks on now, in case I kick myself and I won't scrape my shins. 2 and 1. Mountain climbers. Let's do this. Come on. Come on, people. It's only 30 seconds. I know you got it, and I know you have it in you. This is we are over halfway done. Come on. We just have one more round of this. 3, 2, 1. Just one more round, and then we're done. The beautiful thing is you can pick the beginner modifications, which I'll throw some in there, and then you can pick the advanced modifications, and it's the last one. So you should probably challenge yourself just a little bit. So if you're sweating, if you're feeling this, you definitely want to come back and do something like this 3 to 4 times a week to help with strength and with cardio. So here we go with planks. And remember, you can do the plank walk-ups like I showed you. or you can stay on your elbows, or if you're still in the beginner stage, that is okay too. Stay with your knees. I mean, I'm probably gonna go to my knees eventually, or stay on your elbows. There's no shame in that. It's completely up to you and where you're at with your fitness level. Tricep dips for those sexy arms. We all want this nice, smooth arms, so you can either come in and do the tricep dips like this, or you can extend them out, or you can take that foot up, which adds an extra level of difficulty as well. It's really up to you. This is just the same benefit for people who are in different levels. Just go to the level you're at. And lunges. So remember, you can either do the lunges where you don't have as much depth, which is perfectly fine, or you can add a little knee tap in as long as it's slow and controlled. Or if you want to go the advanced version, do the jumping lunges. And then the mountain climbers, last time, so really give it all you got. You can either do where you simply touch your toe and you're on your elbows, or you can do it like that, but just adding the mountain climber, or you could do on this, touch your toe, or like this, running. You literally have so many options. 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Thanks for joining me, guys, with Dena Maddie at Today I Will Be Fit, and I hope you can help answer the question, socks or no socks, because it's really been a big debate. Also, make sure to thumbs up, like, and share my video with all of your friends. Come back and do this 3 to 4 times a week, so that way you can maintain that weight loss that you've been looking for, and burn fat and get stronger at the same time, which is everything that we all want. So make sure to come back and check out my videos, and thanks for visiting. I'll see you again next time.